Hi, what we're going to do today is introduce you to a new product made by Oceanbait.com, and what it is an artificial lure. And in this artificial lure you can put scent tablets, which we also make, or your own bait. So what I'll do now is just show you what the actual product looks like. This is our product, an artificial squid. It's only made by Oceanbait.com. It's made by nobody else. Extremely strong. It'll stretch to around about 6 times its own length. Whatever way you pull it, it'll stretch. The tentacles are strong. Its other advantage is that in deep water it can be seen, because built into this is a material that reflects ultraviolet light, so it can be seen in quite murky water. Ultraviolet light is the only light that actually penetrates deep water, so it can be seen. As I said, it's strong. If you look at a typical soft PVC lure, it's got the same feel. It's soft, bit of a snag though. It's not very strong, so it doesn't last too long. So this is a far superior product. What you'll see as this introduction goes on is what you can do with it, how versatile it is, and why it makes sense to buy this lure. And this lure is only available from Oceanbait.com. This is a hard PVC lure. See them often, and again, they don't last very long. If you pull at that, it'll break. Simple as that, isn't it? Again, look at this lure. Stretch it, pull it, any way you like, it won't break. Very strong, lasts a long time. What I'm going to do now is demonstrate the different ways this lure can be rigged. Take the lure, get a bait pin or bait hook, this one is, push it through the centre of the lure and out through the solid part of the body by the head. I've already put hooks on these, and what we need to do first is to actually put a bead on. This will stop the end of the hook pulling into the lure. So we'll hook it onto there and just thread it on. Like so. So now we've threaded it on, pull it up a bit, you can see that the hook is inside the tentacles there. It moves with the tentacles. It's that easy. This is a circle hook, commonly used for longline fishing. The other hook you can use is a treble hook. Rig it the same way, put a bead on the end, thread it through, it's done. That's simple. The other method of rigging the lure is using a long shanked hook, say something like an Aberdeen. And the idea of rigging it this way is to put the hook so that it presents itself on the outside of the lure like that. Fairly simple. So all you need to do is to tie a hook, tie a line on the hook, usually better first, we'll trim that off later, and instead of putting the bait needle through the centre, you need to put the hook in through the first hole of the body of the lure and push quite firmly so that it comes through the side there, and hook it back like that. Now as you can see, the hook is firmly inside the lure. Just thread that back through the end and it's complete. There's another thing you can do to that. If you wish, you can also thread shot weights in, and you get it weighted like that, and you can use this for just casting and retrieving, like spinning really. So the weights are in there. There's still room to put a bait tablet inside the lure afterwards. I'll show you about bait tablets in a minute. But that can either be used for jigging or, say, just casting and retrieving. No matter what you want to use it for, it'll work. If you're going fishing at night, at dusk, again, put a bait into the lure, and then you can also put a light stick in, plenty of room for it. It won't come out, and because this material reflects ultraviolet light, or all light, it'll glow in the dark in effect, the whole thing. Very effective. This is a squid we did earlier. It's got a bead on it and it's got a circle hook, and we'll add the bait tablet. Simple as ABC. Just open it up and pop the tablet inside the bait. Make sure it's well inside it, like that. It won't come out, it'll stay in there. You can either put 1 or 2 tablets in. Remember, the more scent you put in the water, the more likely you are to catch a fish. But if you're fishing hundreds and hundreds of hooks, 1 is enough per bait. But if you're fishing smaller amounts, we'd suggest you probably put in 2. You can put any bait you like inside that, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. What you've got to remember about this lure is that this hook always remains free. It's not going to get covered by a bait. It's only covered by these tentacles. If a fish does attack it, it will get caught. If you don't want to use a bait tablet, you think your own bait is better, not a problem. Whether you use squid, worms or mackerel, this is a piece of mackerel. And all you need to do is open it up, pop the mackerel inside. Plenty of room for it. There it is inside. Can't be robbed. Small fish can't pinch it. It'll fish a lot longer. It's easy as that. Remember, if I'd have put the bait on the hook, how much hook is actually showing there? If this went through a baiting machine, that's more or less the presentation you get for a mackerel bait. You can't actually see the hook. It's buried. The hook never gets buried with this method. The bait will never get robbed. It's a far better method of fishing. This feels like a fish. It's very soft, same feel as fish. So let's summarize what we've learned. This is an artificial lure. It's strong, it'll last an awful long time. You can put our scent tablets in the lure, or you can put your own bait into the lure, whatever you want. The scent tablets have got a shelf life of around about 3 years, and they're only made by Oceanbait. These lures can be rigged in several different ways, as we've seen. You can either rig them so that you've got a circle hook on the inside of the tentacles, or you can rig them so the hook appears on the outside of the tentacles. And this one's got shot weight in. You might want to use this for cast and retrieve, like spinning. This product is the only one in the world. There are no other products that do this job. There are no other products in the world that are this versatile. This will save you money. Your baits can't be robbed in here. These are very durable, they last a long time. This is made by Oceanbait and only by Oceanbait. Thank you for listening.